All right, let's talk about it. Donald J. Trump didn't just waltz into the White House because a bunch of people in red hats suddenly lost their damn minds. No, the left screwed the pooch big time on this one. And before you start crying in the comments about how Trump is uniquely awful, yes, we know. He's a misogynistic authoritarian who probably can't spell Constitution, let alone uphold it. But that's not the point, not today. The point is that the left handed him the keys to the White House like it was a housewarming gift. And today, we're going to unpack this circus of incompetence. So buckle the up. First, let's talk about the most obvious one, the biggest blunder of them all, the Democratic Party's choice of candidate. They could have made a choice to guarantee success. They could have chosen Mitt Romney. I know, but he's a Republican, and he's a mildly sane one. Yeah, he's not perfect, but you know what he is? A Trump critic. And more importantly, he's not tainted by the mess of the incumbents. Romney was an opportunity, a way to show that the left cared more about the country than some cheap partisan power grab. You know, the kind of commitment we used to respect in politics. Think about it. In 2024, we saw incumbents all over the world lose their elections. People were tired of establishment politicians and were reacting to global inflation rates. Tired of the same old, same old. Romney wasn't tied to that. He had the potential to bring in voters from both sides, moderate Republicans who were tired of the Trump circus and Democrats who wanted someone competent in office. And what did the left do? They nominated Kamala Harris. That's the pick. That's the pick they rolled with. Look, nothing against Kamala personally. She's smart, she's competent, she laughs at jokes even when they're terrible. But as a candidate in this political climate, are you kidding me? She was the least popular figure in the entire Biden administration. Polls had her approval numbers somewhere between meh and do we really need a vice president? And the Democrats decided this was their best shot? I mean, Democrats, do you even want to win? Or are you just addicted to losing at this point? Oh, but she's historic. She's a woman of color. She's breaking barriers. Yeah, that's great. But guess what? Voters don't give a flying about symbolism when they're drowning in inflation, struggling to pay rent, and watching their healthcare premiums skyrocket. They want solutions, not platitudes. And let's not forget the left's genius strategy of Trump is unfit for office. Wow, groundbreaking. That really shook his base to the core. Oh wait, no it didn't. You know why? Because they already knew it. These people didn't give a flying that Trump was corrupt, immoral, and completely incompetent. In fact, they loved it. To them, it was like hiring a bull to wreck a china shop they never liked in the first place. When Trump was convicted of rape and mocked a disabled reporter and called Mexicans rapists, his base didn't cringe, they cheered. Why? Because it pissed off the left, and for them, that was the whole point. And the left, instead of addressing the economic anxiety and systemic failures that were driving people to Trump, decided to do what? Lecture them. Treat them like idiots. Oh, you poor uneducated souls. Don't you know Trump is bad? No Sherlock, but maybe, just maybe, calling half the country deplorable wasn't the winning strategy you thought it was. They just assumed everyone would hate Trump as much as they did. And guess what? Assumptions don't win elections, dumbasses. And then there's the identity politics. Oh boy. Now, don't get me wrong, representation matters. But when your entire platform boils down to hashtags and symbolism, you're gonna lose people. Voters weren't looking for a president to change their Twitter bio to she, her. They were looking for someone to fix the goddamn economy, make healthcare affordable, and maybe, I don't know, not start World War III. But instead of addressing the real issues, the left got caught up in performative changing street names And toppling statues might make for great headlines, but it doesn't put food on the table or keep the lights on. Let me spell it out for you. Trump didn't happen in a vacuum. He was the result of the left's arrogance, incompetence, and refusal to listen to the voters who were screaming for change. They handed him the White House on a silver platter. So yeah, I'm mad. You should be too. Because until the left gets it together and learns how to fight for what actually matters, we're doomed to keep repeating this nightmare. That's all. I'm done. Like, comment, subscribe, or don't. Hell, send me hate mail if you want. But don't forget to ask yourself, who's really to blame? Nah.